Welcome back everybody, Max here, and today's video is something of, I don't know, a different twist into what everybody's been seeing from my channel so far. First of all, the video that you're about to watch, and if you watch it in its entirety, hats off to you, it is a full gameplay. All I've done in the video is basically edit out the standing scenes when you get dead and you got to watch the screen, or you wait endlessly for a medic to pick you up that invariably never comes. Then all I've done is edit those out and then clip the scenes back together, and then we just carry on with the gameplay. So all the running around and all of the downtime, I guess you want to say, in between the killings and all that kind of fun stuff, what I've done is I edited it all out. Sorry, I edited out the deaths so that it all runs concurrently, but the gameplay is the gameplay. I didn't edit out any real deaths per se. I think there was only 6 in the game. It's a 44 and 6 gameplay on Armians with a sniper rifle or bare bones, and all I did was just basically, like I've just said, I'm not going to go over it 1,000 times. All I did was edit out the standing time. So that being said, the topic of the video today is exactly that. I'm actually struggling to find a topic for a video. That's how bad Battlefield has got. It's not even providing me with any real content with which to make videos about. I've been doing this for a couple of months and a lot of things have changed, and there are some things invariably that come along that you make a video about and you change them and all that kind of fun stuff. But invariably, I'm just, to be honest with you, I'm just burned out. I'm running out of content with things to talk about within Battlefield 1. So I thought, if you run out of content to talk about in a video, you make a video about talking about running out of content. It's kind of a double entendre or some kind of thing like that. So in this video, I'm basically going to talk. There's a couple of things that I do want to mention. There's some of the things that have come down the pipeline this past week, and they're all like minor topics. It's not even worth making a video on. I've seen the likes of Westy and whatnot make videos about some of the topics that I'll cover, but invariably I just can't bring myself to make a video endlessly banging on about a subject and about a game that I just feel at this juncture is absolutely dead on its feet. We've got the new maps and stuff coming up in September, and we're getting another map in August, and we're getting one in July, and that's all great and fantastic. And I don't want to be the big basher and the big negative guy when it comes to Battlefield 1, but I'm just struggling, guys. I really am struggling to make sensible, decent, informative, interesting commentary or interesting videos about this game, because it's become so mundane. And I love this game, I'm not going to lie. I still find myself enjoying playing it. There's different game modes. I recently jumped into playing Frontlines. I'm going to play some Frontlines tonight with some friends, and I found myself playing a little bit of hardcore and really enjoying that and mixing it up. But I'm mixing it up for myself, and I'm mixing it up for myself via game mode, which is, I shouldn't be doing that. You can bounce around game modes and have some fun with it, but I've made a video about this. All the big channels have left. Jack Frags comes back occasionally and does some videos, and Level Cap will do the same thing, and invariably it's just Westy that's left, who is making decent content. Even the likes of Upshaw, who was uploading a ton of content. And if you haven't checked out Upshaw's channel and you don't know who he is, he's a Canadian guy that does a lot of sniping. Absolutely mustard to watch. And I followed his channel since he had about, I don't know, 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers, and he's now over 14,000. And this guy's really entertaining to watch, and I really enjoy watching him. And it's a smaller channel, and it's really sensible content. I'm not affiliated with him in any way, shape or form. Don't even know the man, but I would highly recommend checking him out if you haven't. He's really entertaining to watch. But back to the subject in hand, all those bigger channels and all those guys have left, and that leaves us with very limited content. And the reason they're leaving, of course, is because there really isn't that much to talk about, and that's what I'm talking about in this video. Now, some of the topics that I do want to cover while we're in here, and we're going to play video for 25 minutes, I've got to do my longest commentary ever in history, is I wanted to talk a little bit about the change in the battle pack system, which has come down. I can't bring myself to make a full video about it, to be perfectly honest with you. There's not enough content. I'm not going to make a 10-minute video just waffling on about battle packs. But the battle pack system is changing within Battlefield 1, And finally, I mean, everybody's saying in the forums and stuff that finally DICE have listened and they're making this great change and everything's sweet and all the rest of it. Me personally, I just think the whole thing is just a little too late and should have been implemented right from day one. But they're changing the battle pack system, so it is. They're saying it's not going to be random, but it is still going to be random. But basically, what you're going to be able to do is at the end of the round, like the five, let's say the five highest scoring players in the game for various different things, will receive a battle pack. Or in the same random system, you'll receive a battle pack. But as you play through the game and you do different challenges and you do different things and all that kind of fun stuff, then what you'll do is you will accrue a little meter that will build up over a period of time, and from that you will then accrue a battle pack. Now, it falls short of the fact that if you are, let's say, the top scoring player in the game for jumping on flags and all that kind of stuff, it gives you a superior battle pack. And, you know, if you were, like, say, the runner-up in that thing, you get the next one down and so on. That would be a great way of doing it. But what they're going to do is basically you're going to fill up a meter and then you get a battle pack come down the pipeline off the back of that. And once your meter's full, then it'll reward you a battle pack. But the battle pack system per se is not fixed, because that is still random. So you're still going to get the same weapon over and over and over again. It just means that the frequency of which you'll get a battle pack will be increased, and therefore arguably you could say that the odds of receiving a decent weapon or decent weapon skin will be increased. Now, talking about weapon skins, are they really worth it? Are they really worth the grind? I've seen one. Myself and Dan were talking about this. There was an ultra rare skin for the 1911, which I happen to have, and that was ultra rare. But that's the very first skin in a very long time that I've seen. I've actually gone, do you know what? I really, really want that, and therefore would love a system like the way that what they're employing on the 29th of June, which will enable me to get more battle packs and therefore increase the opportunity of me getting that skin. That was the first time I felt that way in a very long time, that I wanted something to go after and that would drive me to go and do that. They've also recently done, and moving very swiftly on from that subject, they've also recently announced about the Zodiac medals. If you don't have the Zodiac medals, there's going to be a 24-hour time period where you're going to be able to do the challenges, and we're going to give you another go and another chance to get the Zodiac medals. Well, I couldn't care less about the medal system. I'm not going to lie. I don't care. Why would I go after medals? What does it give me? It doesn't really give you anything. It's no real accolade. Fantastic. I know I'm a Pisces. That's my zodiac sign. And so the zodiac thing was about resupply, 5,000 points or something like that. And I looked at it and I thought, well, I could probably do that in 1 or 2 games, no problem whatsoever. And then I thought, well, what's the point? What do I want that medal? It's a waste of time. I don't want it. So I didn't bother going after that any more so than I've gone after any of the others. I really couldn't care less. So great, you've given us another opportunity to get the medals, but at the end of the day, who cares? The game is 9 months into its life cycle. And already, even at this juncture, you're trying to incentivize people to stay engaged and stay informed. I was reading in one of the forums only the other day, and this was from a PC community member, and he was saying that, I mean, quite literally jumped into or tried to get into a regular game of Conquest. Couldn't get a game, couldn't find a lobby. Tried to get into the game of Frontlines, couldn't find a lobby. Tried to get into, I can't remember the name of it because I don't play the game mode enough. It'll come to me in a minute. But basically, the bigger game mode where you spread out across the map and you've got to take various objectives as you go, which everybody plays, and I can't think for the goddamn life of me why. And obviously you can tell this audio's unedited as well because I can't remember stuff. Normally I would just edit it out and put in the right title and make me sound myself all professional and all that fun stuff. But to be fair, I can't remember it, so maybe you can enlighten me down in the comments what that is. But anyway, even he said in that mode he couldn't find a game, and that's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Now, as a console player, I can't say that I have the same complaint. I don't find getting games that particularly difficult in any way, shape or form, and can invariably jump into pretty much any game mode and find a full lobby, no drama whatsoever. But then if you look at the player base for console against PC, the console player base is huge and a lot bigger and still alive. But even that being said, as I reiterated and said earlier in the video, some of the bigger guys that maybe are playing on console, and Upshaw is one of those guys who plays on PlayStation, He's left and he's off playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. And so, you know, that's something towards the end of, or not towards the end of this video, it's only halfway through, but there's something towards the end of what I really have to say is that I would like to discuss with you guys is, me personally, I'm getting bored with just uploading Battlefield content, and I know my channel has grown and is built around Battlefield 1, and that's where it started and that's where it's begun, and that is the content that I've made. But would you guys be interested in seeing something else coming from the channel? Would you be interested in seeing me play a different game mode? Now, that's not to say that I'm going to go and pick up PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, although if there's a huge response in the commentary, it would probably be very interesting watching a console player that's never played on PC learning the PC controls and trying to get stuck into that and all that kind of stuff. That might be a cool adventure. But in my head, in light of the fact that I am really ramped up and looking forward to Battlefront 2, is I bought Battlefront a long time ago. I haven't picked it up since after the first DLC drop, and in my mind, what I was thinking to myself, do you know what? I will go back to Battlefront, kind of a warm-up exercise, if you like, ready for when the drop comes down in November, and get myself reacquainted with the game. But more importantly, because there is actually so much content within Battlefront now that I haven't played myself, and certainly you don't see a great deal of it online, would it be something that you guys would be interested in if I did some Battlefront streaming, let's say on the Saturday, or I made some videos about me getting back into Battlefront, and some of the adventures and probably the million deaths that I would have getting back into that game and then playing that? So if that's something that you would like to see and something you think may be entertaining, watching me die endlessly and get shot by laser guns, then please let me know. Leave a comment down below and let me know if that was something that would intrigue you guys, or whether or not you'd just like me to plug away. I'd also like to know if you want to see some more of these full length gameplays, if you like. When I set my YouTube channel up a long time ago, or I say a long time ago, 2 months ago, I did a lot of background research, and a lot of the statistical analysis says that, you know, you should make videos no longer than 5 minutes when you're starting out and all this kind of fun stuff, because you just don't have the, you know, you don't have the audience to maintain engagement and all this kind of fun stuff. So I typically make a video between 5 and 10 minutes long, in line with that. And this is the first video I've done that's going to last, do you know what, I can't even remember. I think this gameplay goes on for maybe 20-25 minutes, maybe. So is this a game, or not a game, is this a style of video that is something that you guys would be interested in seeing, the, you know, all the meat and potatoes of the game, so to speak, you know, me dying every 5 minutes and the running around and some of the crap that happens in between that normally I would edit out, just for the length of the video purposes? Or is this something that you would like to see, like the full gameplays being played, you know, as it runs, so to speak? I will just edit out all, you know, I'll edit out the deaths and just keep the gameplay running, just to keep the videos a little bit shorter. But if that's something that you'd be interested in seeing, again, leave a comment down below, let me know what you would think, and maybe I'll change it up and switch it up by making videos in a different way like that. But I'm not going to lie, I don't have a huge amount to talk about when it comes to Battlefield, because there just isn't that much there to talk about, guys. There really is not. There's not a lot happening. We're not going to get the DLC until November, and hats off to DICE. It actually does look absolutely mustardly fantastic, and so I am actually really looking forward to it. And I don't really want to pull away from the franchise per se, but I do find myself becoming just a little bit bored, and I feel that I don't want my channel to become stale. I don't want the gameplay to become stale. And so, I don't want to make videos where it's just all doom and gloom and me just bitching and griping about what doesn't work within this game. I think the game is great. I really love it. I like the way the guns look. I like the way the maps play out. Apart from Suez, of course, that one sucks. But I love everything about this game, and it is really great. But it's just lacking in content, guys. It really is. And here's a great death. Now, I put a little image in here. I thought I'd do this as a little bit of fun. This guy shoots me in the back. Hell Beagle camper. And there's his little beagle right there. Bless his little beagle with his little horns. I thought I'd throw that in there just for a little bit of fun, spice the video up. And I can do that too. I thought about doing videos like that as well. I did one a long time ago before I made this channel where I made a video and it was kind of like a comedy-based video almost, where, you know, you'd have some cartoon sound effects and all the rest of it. I had some really spongy bullet detection in this. I'm actually watching the video playback as I'm commentating over it. And there was some really spongy bullet detection. You're going to see some, I'm going to get dead here in a minute and I'll get revived, but there's some really spongy bullet detection. But anyway, moving on from that, if you'd like to see some of the comedy aspect of it, like I say, I did this video, and I just put some cartoon sound effects in there, almost like Squid and Wheezy, but I went a little bit more extreme than that. So every pistol shot would have, you know, been the ricocheting kind of weird sounds, and just did some fun stuff, and also edited in some excerpts from some movies and fun stuff like that, just to, I don't know, break it up and spice it up and make it more of a comedy thing. And again, if that's the kind of thing that you'd like to see, or you'd like to see me do one of those, then leave a comment down below and I'll certainly knock one out. And if you've made it to 16 minutes through this video of listening to me waffle about basically nothing, then complete kudos and hats off to you. That is absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, I would probably be bored and switching me off by now, but hey, the commentary is... So here's some spongy bullet detection. Look at this. So I see the medic in the window. There's also a sniper in the window as well. And I swear to God, I get a hit marker on him. He doesn't move. I get a hit marker on him again. Sorry, not again. But I aim a shot in exactly the same spot. Nothing changes. The sniper comes out the doorway. That shot there was dead on him. Guarantee it. Dead on him. No problem whatsoever. Nothing. Spongy hit detection. And then I get smoked right there by the support player. I had a couple of weird, crazy things in this gameplay where that happened, and it was just odd. It was like, no, I'm dead on you, spongy bullet detection. And that's, you know, another thing that's still not 100% in the game, is just this, you know, spongy hit detection and just crazy stuff like that. And to be honest, it's been a lot better since they patched it again. But in this particular game, I noticed it was just really weird spongy stuff. And this is me switching out back to my beloved Gewehr M95 carbine, and if you've never given this a go, then I can't stress it enough. This gun is absolutely mustard. Love this gun to death. You are going to get a lot of cheesy ones, you know, cheesy assists as I like to call them, but invariably this gun is absolutely fantastic. So again, if you haven't given it a spin up, give it a whirl, see what you think. There's another death right there from the guy on the machine gun. I don't know anybody who sits on machine guns in the corner of buildings. Never given it a go. Maybe I should. Maybe it'll spice up the gameplay. Always looking for something to spice up this game at this point and put something different into it, because it's become extraordinarily mundane as the point of this video. Hang on, I need a slurp of beer. Ah, there we go. Love following a player across the room like that medic that just came. As if that was the kill. Maybe that was the kill. There's a guy that comes running up. He's a medic, comes off the ground, goes through the doorway, and you track him all the way through the building until he pops his head out and then blew it straight off. Those are the best in the whole world. There he is right here. So I missed the first shot, missed the second shot, way off, and then I'm waiting. I'm like, you're going to come through that doorway, and bing, there you go. Night, night. Love doing that. Real sense of reward and achievement. So the gameplay, I'm going to let the gameplay run out. It's not a million miles off its being completion. I know that. And so I will let the gameplay run out. I will send you guys a great deal of thanks for all the support on my channel. I know there hasn't been a great deal of content gone up in the last couple of weeks. And that's not because I'm bored of Battlefield. That's because my job, my full-time job, is actually getting in the way of me making videos on YouTube. So my primary job is getting in the way of my secondary job, and it's given me the hump. But that is what it is. Next week should be completely different, back to some form of normality, and I'll get up, you know, on a regular upload schedule. But please leave me a comment down below and let me know if you want to see me play Battlefront. Let me know if you want me to play any other game for that matter, and let me know if you want to see me really tank playing a PC game or something like that. Even though I said I wouldn't do it, I am hunting for I'm hunting for content. And so let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, or maybe you just want me to stay with this, and that's fine too. We'll just do some more of these kind of live, non-scripted me babbling down the microphone commentaries kind of deal. So this video actually is going to come up to a wrap here not far. So again, appreciative. Thank you so much for all of your support on the channel. If you've made it this far, then you're an absolute living legend. There's only probably 2 or 3 people I know that will watch it all the way through. You guys are legends. Thank you for supporting the channel. The support has been absolutely immense, and I'm overwhelmed. And all testament to you guys, and thank you so much for liking and subscribing and all that fun stuff. And so, with that being said, like and subscribe if you're new. I hope I haven't bored you to absolute tears and you're now swinging from the rafters somewhere. And if you are, I apologise to those of you that have got to come pick you up. Right, that being said, I will catch all you guys in the next video. I'll catch all you guys actually in the live stream on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock Central Time, United States, where we'll do a live stream. And maybe we'll chat about where we're going to go with the direction of the channel on Saturday morning. So that being said, wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da.
We have lost objective butter. We have taken objective Freddy.